had a really good year. Like, you should be pretty confident going into this. He's like, no, actually. He's like, Moss was one of the dudes that just did not want to play. And I didn't quite get it, but, whoa. And KeleZerg really just definitely had a rough start there in control.
I don't blame the camera guy. I don't even know what to do.
I don't have anything to say.
Well, there's so many jokes to be made, but of course, most of those would get me fired. So we're just going to kind of get back to StarCraft.
Let's keep going.
The economy, but Serral's defense was too good in the early stages. He just got himself such a big lead. And, I mean, the quality of this army from Serral, the corrosive vials of True actually end up landing on his own Ravagers because of the abducts there.
Yeah, the running gun tactics of True eventually are going to hit a hard wall of the fact that he needs to be able to take the direct army engagement.
Yeah.
He's relying a lot on those lurkers, but one or two good blinding clouds or even just pulling those lurkers straight out of the ground is going to be an incredibly effective tactic to break through this front line. It's fine. This is fine. I'm just going to keep mining gas because, you know what? I'm going to be able to make some more infestors. Those infestors, they'll take care of the mutas.
It was very apt for this series for Dragon.
Absolutely. I mean, it was crazy back and forth. And I think one of the big things that we ended up noticing was that in the early game stages, KeleZerg would find these ways to take the lead in some way, and then Masa would just turn things around. His mid-game ended up being so strong, but I think in that last game, the eventual base trade, those upgrades really ended up playing the biggest impact.
And for KeleZerg to win in this fashion here, like I said, like this is a matchup that flies a little bit.
Especially with players of this caliber, depending on how they're looking to interact with the...
And very decisively, he just stopped at, what, 46 workers, I believe it was, built about 12 roaches, a lot of Zerglings. The typical way to win if you've got a lead in the early stages, just run over to the other side of the map and hit them. And
wow, that combo is so powerful.
One good fungal might be ending this game right here. Let's see.
Well, here we go.
Mark's gonna split up.
Oh! Disgusting fungals all over the bio. And so corrosive bounce coming down. So, oh, look at all those Marines pop. Even the medevacs going down, and that push gets slapped down.
That was just disgusting.
That one.
So my parents are like, you can tell like that parents live here because you got this like whatever this is, just full with like cups and like plates and gravy holders. Okay, let's take a look at this. It's really funny. There's like our booster. Yo, I'm not gonna break anything. Yo, I think I might break something. But
it usually does pretty well in tournaments.
And lastly, I know a player like yourself doesn't want to settle for a quarterfinal finish. Your next opponent is going to be KeleZerg, who actually defeated you in the round of 16 at WCS Austin. So you confident you can get revenge against him?
Yeah, last time I felt like I could have done a little better. So I was so close to 3-0, and then the reverse happened. So this time, I want to show what my CVT can, what my CVT can do.
All right, well, congratulations again, Snoon. And with that, it'll be Jens Asgard advancing at the WCS.
Will you marry me and have children with
bicycle.
Me? Don't worry, I will raise our retarded children alone while you save SC2.
Oh my god. Thank you for that donation. Very funny.
Kings of Europe. And if he loses in a ZVZ, that's going to be devastating. But oh, the Lynx get into the main base, bypassing all the Banelings. The Banelings can get target fired down by the Mutas. And True may be over here, about to claim victory in the round of 8.
Massive kills there on those queens in the open. Every queen that goes down is huge. True gets the upset, takes it out 3-1. And what a surprising result.
Oh, yeah.
End him. Grab, he's got half of them. He picked half. Bob, get ready. Get ready, Bobby. Oh, God.
Oh, he knows it.
Oh, does he, Bob? Does he really? Does he really, Bobby? Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my gosh, no way.
Oh, God. Oh, it knows.
Oh, unbelievable. I mean, he lost the unit to it already. I mean, it could have been worse, though. That could have been way worse.
No, he never lost the unit. He pulled the stalkers were warping in, but he well, you know.
Ford nails an Archon. More disrupt shots coming in. They're going for the center mass here. Oh, the Immortals take a massive shot, and they're going to get finished off by another disruptive shot. This battle could not have gone worse.
Effort. His tournament life is on the line. He's down 2-0 versus the Canadian Terran powerhouse Semper, and this is what he needs to do to get it. He's killed the KaiLer deep bomb. That's pretty critical, but he can't even make it through the wall. He's trying to get the NG Bay. Oh, it's so close. He gets through, but the Hellions will clear up the rest of these wings, and perhaps thusly the hopes of Starkiller in this event, even with a Freedom Zone being spread. Hey, there we go. Great manner coming from Starkiller, and Semper takes the Filthy Annie Cup for this week. Oh man, he must be feeling good, man.
Okay. He is good in winter because he is from Finland. So now summer. So I think I could win. Yeah. So I won. Yeah.
Okay. You always have such great logic in your answers, but this series was really, really exciting. I want to talk about Ascension to Ire because you gained such a huge advantage in the economy, but then it got really, really close. Serral made it so close. So were you nervous that you would lose that game?
Oh, yeah.
The last second, the Cyclone's at +1. There's too many of them. I don't think that this should be able to kill him. With this many Hellbats to tank and the medevac support, he just needs to push down this, break that Nidus, and just look at these Cyclones ripping and tearing into the roaches. He's trying to drop the transfuses. I guess when the Hellbat buffer is killed, he could get to the Cyclones, but the medevac support was amazing here. He trades out 14 SCVs, but he's still ahead in workers, and GG is called a 3-0 victory for Specialist. He defends the Nidus.